Back Road Ministry, the World Premiere, Mr. Markley coming back at you live and direct. Still not in the Dodge Ram studio. May not be in the Dodge Ram studio anymore. We'll get a repair done and make a decision about keeping the Dodge Ram due to the shady practices of the Chrysler Corporation, which, you know, I choose not to deal with. So, wanted to do a quick video and talk about something I just heard, the whole Mike Pence thing and the flag. I'm getting so tired of this whole thing with the flag, and if you choose to salute it, if you don't choose to salute it. It was my belief growing up that America was a country based upon personal choices. One thing doesn't make you more American than the next thing. And we're so caught on where they won't stand for the flag when it's raised. They don't have pride in this, in their nation, and yada yada yada. Why does that even matter? At the end of the day, why does it even matter? Why does a person standing for the flag affect everybody in the building? With the hypocrisy that is going on right now in this country. In this presidential script, we have a president that's been accused of working with a foreign government. Not only just a foreign government, but Russia. Our sworn enemies for over 60, 70 years now. These have been our mortal enemies for a long period of time, and yet we have a president accused of collusion with Russians. Yet the same president and his vice president jump up talking about being proud to be Americans, being proud to be from this nation, being proud of the flag. And it's hypocrisy. On the one hand, you're accused of colluding against the nation, but then in the script, you're talking about being proud of the same stuff. And that's the hypocrisy of America. That's what I get tired of. I get tired of all the hypocrisy, all these Pence supporters and Trump supporters who just want to see what they want to see. They make a big fuss about one thing, but don't fuss about being lied to. And I ask all these Pence and Trump supporters, where are the jobs? Here we are, we're deep into a year of the Trump presidency. Where's the steel mill jobs? Where are the coal mining jobs? Where are any jobs? Where's the money for infrastructure? Where's the wall? So for all the rants of this true American and the promises, you're getting the same outcome that you received from the last presidents, the last few presidents. These such great American guys continue to lie to you, and you're just okay with it. But then you huff and puff about an NFL player, doing his part of the script with the flag. I say, well, who cares? At this point, who really cares? Who really cares? Who really cares about this whole thing with the flag? I served the United States military for 14 years. I still get up and, do my tally-ho for the flag because, hey, a lot of good men and women that I knew have lost their lives for the foolishness of America. We served under the guys that, we're here to protect our borders. We're here to help defend the people who couldn't defend ourselves. And, most of it isn't the truth. Most of it is a bunch of BS. And we argue about it. Even in the military, we argue about the mission at times. That's just human nature. You're not going to agree with every president. We haven't agreed with every president. Been some people who like the president that comes in, some people that hate the president that comes in. But at the end of the day, our mission stands important. And sometimes that's part of the problem being in the military. The mission comes before common sense. I walked away because I kind of felt that the foolishness was about to come. And I didn't want to be a part of it. And I had that choice. I would serve my country to a limit. I'm not going to be a part of foolishness. And I told my commanding officer that I can't be a part of this. This is something I don't do. And I'm not here to be an expendable asset to the point where all my values go out the window for the mission. It's just not me. So I learned that by being a soldier, the major part of being a soldier is just not taking orders, but being able to be responsible for the decisions that you make and the choices that you make. And that's the lesson that I got from the military. And I was able to make a decision that was best for me at the time. But I still, love America, even though it's one of the most fucked up places in the world. It has some beautiful things. It has a lot of fucked up things. It has some good people. It has a lot of bad people. But I don't care if you stand up, sit down, do backflips when the national anthem comes on, because, if you make a stand against something that's going on in your country, that shows me that you're a true patriot. It has nothing to do with standing up for the national anthem. A true patriot fights for change. A true patriot stands up and fights for change in medical care, and fights for change in our schools, and fights for change in their communities, and fights against pharmaceutical companies that are killing our kids. That's a true patriot. All these flag waving, yippee-ki-yay, son of a bitches who don't do shit for their community, whose kids are uneducated and on drugs, they can kiss my ass. All these motherfuckers talking about white power and all this stupid shit, who have some of the most uneducated children in the nation, who are the most poverty-stricken people in the nation, who are some of your main people on Medicaid and getting food stamps. They can kiss my ass. But they'll be the main people who stand up and say that they're patriotic, and how can you sit down when the national anthem is being played? But these people stand for nothing. A true patriot is willing to die for change. That's a patriot. A person who dies for his country died because he was willing to change the country. Martin Luther King died for change. Malcolm X died for change. Kennedy for all the low-down dirty things he did, cheating on his wife, the backstabbing the mob, because that's what he did. He backstabbed the mob after they helped him get in office. He still stood for something at the end. Kennedy did not want to go to war in Vietnam. He did not want to help the French out. He did not want to go to that war. He stood for something, and it cost him his life. That's a patriot. But just because you stand up for the national anthem and you turn a blind eye to all the problems in America, that doesn't make you a patriot. A patriot is willing to change his country. That's what a patriot does, no matter how his countrymen might feel about him. That's what makes a person a patriot. So with all the scripted BS, with kneeling, even with all those fuckers that's kneeling right now, what the fuck are you gonna do in urban communities? Why are you doing all this kneeling? Why are you selling all these t-shirts, selling jerseys? What are you gonna do to effectively change some of the stuff that's going on in the community? Don't be kneeling at the game, but then you're backing the dope boys in your own block. Be real about what you're doing. Don't just use a fake platform to appease the NFL's agenda for Black America or for African Americans in this country. A real patriot does something to change the country. This is my form of patriotism. I get on here and I talk about areas that need to change. But in order for them to change, we have to make those moves. We have to begin making those moves. We talk about health insurance. What are we going to do to change the medical care in America? Because a lot of older people in this country think it's okay to get fucked over. They've been fucked over for so long, they're afraid to fight. They just agree to get fucked over nowadays. And as a young person, we have to take the baton and really start pushing forward and really start fighting and changing some of the agendas. So a real patriot is not a flag waving, proud to be an American playing every 5 or 10 minutes type of person. A real patriot is willing to die for change. That's what a real patriot does. Mr. Motley, Back Row Ministry. Peace.